come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Joining me tonight, the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. It's Jay Williams.
Ed, you continue to surprise me, my man. I didn't know you knew about the Queen City.
All I know is you're the king in that town in the Garden State.
Well, we're going to find out who the king is on the court this evening.
The Miami Heat begin the game with the basketball. Lowry to Oladipo. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here in South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Tucker to Lowry. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
To Jokic. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Miami with the basketball. Butler to Lowry. Surveys the floor. Nothing going here on that drive. To Butler. "24-second violation." Jokic to Rivers. Knock loose. Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. Porter to Jokic. Porter to Jokic. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Lowry into the front court. Leads a bucket. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo. Big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Martin into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Aaron Gordon defended by Tucker. Screen coming. Oh, Nikola Jokic. First couple didn't go. That one is true. Butler to bring it up. Lead is 2. To Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Victor Oladipo. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Gordon to Jokic. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Jokic. That's no good.
0-4 to start the game. Don't worry about that. You can make your next 6 shots and then be 6 of 10 from the field. That's 60%. That can get you 80 million.
To Lowry. Tucker. Oladipo guarded by the former Dookie. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Martin into the front court. Down 4 to Gordon. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. He'd have the basketball. Tucker to Butler. Takes stock of the floor. Oladipo to Butler. Stuffs it down with authority.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Martin into the front court. 8-2 our score. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Jay, 44 wins for the Heat last year. For the most part, that core is in place once again.
And when I think about the core, Ed, I think about upper management. I think about Pat Riley. I think about Eric Spoelstra. I think about Mickey Arison, the consummate professionals associated with this basketball team. The year before, they did not make the playoffs. So a substantial improvement for a young basketball team.
Barton into the front court. 10-4 is the score. Rivers here against P.J. Tucker. Barton to Aaron Gordon. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Miami's got it. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Here comes the screen. Jokic matched up with Jimmy Butler. Nikola Jokic. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Oladipo shot misses. Barton to Jokic. Porter to Jokic. Jumper's good.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
It's the Heat with the possession. Lowry not going down here. Screen coming. Nikola Jokic. Tough matchup against Butler. To Porter. They go to Jokic. Down low. Missed it. How'd that not go down?
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Nikola Jokic snatching it out of the air. And that one out of bounds off a nugget. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Subbing in for the Miami Heat, number 14 and number 13.
Oladipo. To Butler. Down to 5 on the 24. Jimmy Butler for 2. Not today.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Austin Rivers. He's got 2 shots coming. Career mark of 64%. And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Oladipo. To P.J. Tucker. Oladipo. Butler. Won't go down. Jay, Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
To Rivers. Has a look. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Shifting gears, here comes some substitutions.
Number 7, Trey Lyle. And number 41, Juan Fernando.
Butler to P.J. Tucker. From long range, can't go down. Smothering defense. Can't do that.
His timing was a tad bit off.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 40, Udonis Haslem.
Everybody clap your hands.
Trying to cash in. Wild shot, he missed it.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
It was right there. Straight on look. Knock loose. Stays in bounds. Really good hustle. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Here comes the screen. Butler to Oladipo. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball and go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
Baseline drive, the shot won't fall.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
They'll get it down to Green. Shot from the lane won't go. To Butler. Tucker to Butler. Jimmy Butler, 2 of 4 now. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Barton couldn't keep it in. Out off Will Barton. To Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the mark. Martin into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Knocked loose. He'd come up with it. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Daniels matched up with Jimmy Butler to Will Barton. Not going down for him this time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
That'll do it for the first quarter. The Heat with the lead. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast, and the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Butler. He was hacked. They let it go. Martin into the front court. Leads one. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Heat. It remains Nuggets basketball. Let the debate begin, Jay. Michael Porter Jr., steal of the draft for Denver.
Last year, we were talking about this kid easily, by a wide margin, going with the first pick in the draft. This is a gem for the Denver Nuggets.
He buries it, creating space with the step back. Oladipo into the front court. We're a minute into the second quarter. Waiters. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Will Barton. Austin Rivers. Five on the shot clock. Barton to Rivers. Fires the three. That's what you like to see. Austin Rivers. Tough shot from downtown.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Here comes the screen to Waiters. Trey Lyles able to recover with the block. Denver ball right now. Austin Rivers passed it off. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Now the Heat going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Number 15, Nikola Jokic. Subbing in for Miami, number 13, Bam Adebayo.
Oladipo to Butler. To Oladipo. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Over to the right side. Butler. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
A fundamental shot right there.
Number 15, Nikola Jokic.
It's the Heat with the possession. Butler to Waiters. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 6 now.
Old school equals high percentage.
Jokic to Rivers. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away. Oladipo to Butler. There's the three. Jokic is there for the rebound. Porter. To Jokic. Here comes the screen. Jokic. Turns and slams it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Waiters to Butler. Here comes the screen. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Oladipo to Butler. Has a look. The shot by Butler, no. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
To Oladipo. 5 to shoot for Miami. Trying to cash in. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 4 out of 10.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Austin Rivers. And the basket good at the rim. We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami, as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Miami.
Lowry matched up with Daniels. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Down low, Jokic. Scores from the post. To Lowry. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Gordon the rebound. Nuggets with the basketball. To Gordon. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down 12. Can't connect from inside. To Jokic. Oh, he had it.
Good boy, baby. Good boy. Good boy. Here we go. Here we go.
Waiters. Has a look. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. To Jokic. Gordon.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go. What's my screen?
James Johnson tips it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Oh, Nikola Jokic. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
And the finish, slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Jokic. To Aaron Gordon. That's out. Last touch by Aaron Gordon. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Miami with the basketball. Lowry to Waiters. Probing the defense. The jumper's off the mark. To Gordon. Porter. To Jokic. Trying to cash in. Chance for Jokic off the mark. To Lowry. You've got to get that one to go. To Jokic. Has a chance. Shot for Jokic. No good. Lowry into the front court. Down a dozen. Screen coming.
Screen coming left. Screen coming. Screen coming.
Lowry. Has a look. And the rebound corralled by Jokic. Austin Rivers to Porter. Jokic to Aaron Gordon. And that one out of bounds off a nugget. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Number 24, P.J. Tucker. Subbing in for Denver, number 5, Will Barton.
He'd have the basketball. Lowry to P.J. Tucker. Nothing going here on that drive. Nice pass to set things up. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
Austin Rivers. Denver with 4 to shoot. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Miami's got it. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Barton into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime.
Hey, you got the screen right. Screen right. Screen right.
Jokic to Gordon. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. To Rivers. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Working hard on the glass. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Lowry defended by Rivers. Here comes the screen. Lowry to P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. And the Nuggets feeling good right now.
right into the action here. The Nuggets have built a comfortable lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scores for the Denver Nuggets. The Heat have yet to appear after one half of basketball. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scores for the Miami Heat.
Game track. Bench points.
The Miami Heat are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Martin into the front court. They lead it by 14. Here comes the screen.
You gotta work around the screen. You're killing me.
Jokic. Denver with 4 to shoot.
What's the back door? Against the backside. What's the back door?
Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Butler. Here comes the screen. Butler defended by Rivers.
To number 25, Austin Rivers. That's his
And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Nuggets have the possession to Rivers. Probing the defense to Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon stuffs it down.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Butler. Jokic snares the rebound. Martin into the front court. His guys up by 15. They work it down to Gordon. Yes, Aaron Gordon. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lowry with it. He'll run the offense. To Oladipo. Trying to cash in. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Austin Rivers to Jokic. To Rivers. "24-second violation." Oladipo matched up with Rivers. Knocks it down off the step back.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Barton to Jokic. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Butler to Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound taken down by Jokic. Martin into the front court. The lead is 15. To Jokic. Barton to Jokic. Beyond the arc for three. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound claimed by Denver. It's Denver's ball. Barton to Jokic. Here comes the screen. Jokic matched up with P.J. Tucker. The pass set it all up.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Lowry to P.J. Tucker. To Lowry. Here comes the screen. Oh, nice step through to get to the basket.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Jokic to Will Barton. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Butler into the front court. Down by 15. Nikola Jokic rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Lowry. And the rebound belongs to Denver. Gordon. And scores. Strong take.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's the Heat with the possession. To P.J. Tucker. Butler. Sizing up the defense. Oladipo picked up by Rivers. Has a chance. Oladipo, not that time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Barton to Jokic. Down low, it's Gordon. Not that time. Lowry into the front court. His guy's down big. Tucker to Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Prob City.
Gordon to Jokic. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. To Oladipo. Tucker. To Oladipo. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Jokic to Gordon. Oh, emphatic slam.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nuggets have the possession. To Will Barton. They work it down to Gordon. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. The deficit now up to 13. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo to P.J. Tucker. Shot clock winding down. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First try, no good.
Into the game for the Denver Nuggets, number 7, Trey Lyles.
Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. To Oladipo.
It's my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball. I got ball.
To Waiters. Oladipo down to 5 on the 24. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Barton. You talk about forcing things up. Too much pressure that time. To Oladipo. Navigating through traffic and stuffs it home. Now whistle. Timeout for Denver as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this 3rd quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Barton. Nice pass to set things up.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Butler to bring it up. His guy's down 11. Oladipo here against Troy Daniels. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Cruises inside for two.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Will Barton. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Here comes the screen. Good look that time, but off the mark. Martin into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter.
1 minute left in the third quarter.
Gets to the basket and scores.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's the Heat with the possession. To Butler. Nothing going here on that drive. 4-3. Lyles grabs the board. Martin into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Screen coming.
Hey, big screen right there, big
Oh,
screen.
great defense there, forcing the pickup. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Oladipo into the front court. Trailing by 15. Curling inside. And count the basket inside.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Martin into the front court. Looking to make something happen. That ends the third quarter. The Nuggets enjoying a nice cushion. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Denver's got it. Here's a chance from long range. Defense was ready. Tough shot for Austin Rivers. From the painted area, won't go down. To Rivers. Here comes the screen. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. The shot by Rivers, no good. To Oladipo. Trey Lyles with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Short jumper misses. To Butler. Throws it up. Oh, blocked away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Here we go.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. for three, knocks it down. And, Jay, so much better to get that shot beyond the arc than inside 22 feet.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Here comes the screen. To Porter. Denver with 4 to shoot. Porter. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
JaMychal Green sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nuggets. And they retain the possession. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. To Lowry. From long range. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Knocked loose. Nuggets have it. Aaron Gordon stuffs it down.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Short jumper off the mark. Gordon. Pass stolen by Miami.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Substitution being made in this one.
For Miami, number 24, P.J. Tucker.
Denver ball right now. To Aaron Gordon. Here comes the screen. Gordon to Jokic. Runner here won't go down.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Nice pass to get things going.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Barton to Jokic. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Nuggets with
The
the
NBA
basketball.
Season 9
Barton to Gordon.
2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
Surveys the floor. Gordon shoots, can't connect. Lowry into the front court. 14-point deficit. to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it.
Miami Heat, number 40, Udonis Haslem.
And he makes them both. Nuggets have the possession. To Jokic.
Big hit right there.
Nothing going here on that drive. Barton to Aaron Gordon. Shot won't go. And it's rebounded by the Nuggets. Gordon to Jokic. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Nothing going here on that drive. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Martin into the front court. Up a dozen. Oh, big finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. It's Denver's ball. Barton. Down low, it's Gordon.
Game 1-0 Charlotte Hornets 1-0-6 Los Angeles Clippers 1-2-0 final.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
To P.J. Tucker. Nothing going here on that drive. Count the bucket for two.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Jokic. Screen coming.
Hey, watch the screen left.
The shot no good on the drive by Jokic.
Get the shooters, watch the shooters.
Nothing going here on that drive. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact.
Game
on
1-0
the
Houston
upward motion
Rockets
to shoot the basketball.
1-0-7
Big-time
Golden
play.
State Warriors 1-2-0 final.
Dion Waiters at the line for two shots. A career 70% free throw shooter. First free throw is good.
Number 13, Bam Adebayo.
And gets both to drop at the line. Nuggets have the possession. Barton. To Jokic. Tough shot.
Game
And in
1-0
his
San
face,
Antonio
he
Spurs
makes them pay.
9-4 Oklahoma City Thunder
There's a
9-9
natural
final.
tendency when you guard a right dominant hand player to send him left. But for a guy who's a good mid-range shooter, that's wrong. His pace dribble is his left hand. Force him to go right and know that the chances are higher of him trying to drive and attack the rim. That's knowing the scattering.
Barton into the front court. His team leads it by 10. They work it down to Gordon. Flushes it home.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
The assist from number 30, Troy Daniels.
Nikola Jokic pins it. That's his
Game
third
1-0
block this
Indiana
evening.
Pacers
Denver's got
9-4
it.
Sacramento
Blocking so many
Kings
shots
9-1
only gives
final.
your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
The assist from
Take stock of the floor. To Waiters. Fires the three. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy.
Game
and get some
1-0
teammates involved with
Milwaukee
your
Bucks
passing.
9-4 Washington Wizards 1-0-1 final.
To Will Barton. Wide open look, won't go.
Watch the cutter, man.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Barton into the front court. Lead is 12. Off the assist.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the
Game
ball,
1-0
they knew exactly
Utah
what to
Jazz
do with it.
1-0-0
Tucker.
Orlando Magic 1-0-7 final.
Deep two there, won't go. Denver ball right now. Jokic to Gordon.
Hey, you got the screen right. Watch the backdoor play.
5 seconds to shoot.
Shot.
Gordon shot misses. Waiters. No good. Jokic to Porter. To Will Barton. Here comes the screen. Barton. They go to Jokic. Down low. And finishes strong.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter. And a chance here to empty their bench.
You can get your game program from a team representative at any one of our main entrances around the arena.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups.
Number 16, James Johnson.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Shot at the buzzer does indeed go down, but it only affects the final score. This ball game is over. It's the Nuggets who come away victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Nuggets put together a nice win here today, and the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Denver Nuggets. The Heat couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scorers from the Miami Heat.
Game trap. Assists.
The Denver Nuggets showed off the kind of team chemistry that coaches love to see from their players. The more they moved the ball, it showed how much they trust each other. In the end, they got to win, and it looked like they had a great time doing it.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.